Clap.
It's the Rundown, Tuesday. It's brought to you by NASCAR. Barstool did Daytona, now they're doing Dega. Davey Dega will be in the building down there on Sunday, April 28th. They'll be in the infield all weekend long. You can experience the big one on the boulevard for yourself. You can get the Barstool ticket package, which includes weekend access to the infield, a ticket to the race, happy hour with Barstool before the race, and Barstool merch. You can go to TalladegaSuperspeedway.com/Barstool. And if you can't make it, you can tune into the race Sunday, 2 p.m. on Fox. It's TalladegaSuperspeedway.com/Barstool for the Geico 500. Francis is in.
All-time Francis move.
Here we go.
He sat down and he was like, man, I feel like I've been in a rut. I haven't done anything in a while. And then it was like, let's do the rundown. He's like, oh, shit, I'm in this
Already
seat.
sitting
That's
in
not
the chair.
exactly how it happened. I'm kind of embellishing for
It
effect.
sucks for me because not only do you now reveal that I haven't worked anything good
No,
over the
you
last
have,
couple
but
weeks,
I pointed out that you have been working.
but then you're turning it on me as the pitching myself for the rundown.
Embellishing it for effect. But
Well,
it was
the
a
good
very
thing is,
funny.
I mean, he replaced Clem, who's not a fan favorite or anything, so don't worry.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Clem was calling
Clem's
his
busy.
family.
Clem is
so-
busy.
You
so-
do have
so-
to admit
so
it was a funny circumstance.
You even said you knew how the optics were gonna look, and you were like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I really, it sucks now. It's all
But
bad.
I'm happy
Everything's
you're
bad.
here, though.
I'm happy you are here
Yeah,
because
I always
feeling
like
good.
Francis rundowns.
these topics are all
What
up
are you
your alley.
doing? What are you looking at?
My shirt. I love the color of it.
Do you want to switch
Great shirt.
the topic off of you?
Yeah.
I feel like Tommy has lost all his juice because he doesn't go with Dave anywhere anymore.
Oh shit.
Oh,
What is that supposed
no.
to
Have you been replaced? Who's he with right now?
I just realized, like,
Nobody.
Dave, the last
He's
like
just in
10
Boston.
trips Dave has taken, you haven't.
I'd say 2 trips. I was in Vegas, and then that was like 3 weeks ago.
Minneapolis. He's going to Dega.
Never gone
Frank,
to
you
Rough and
with him?
Rowdy. Frankie's
is
doing
Pup
Pup Punk.
Right. So Dave's just solo right now.
So, yeah, he
so
couldn't
rather
use
like
the guy.
Dave, who always needs someone to do his bidding, was like, I'll just go by myself. I don't want Tommy around.
Oof.
That's almost worse.
Well, I mean, he couldn't get me 2 credentials for a playoff hockey game.
That sounds like
Sure?
a justification.
Yeah.
to
Are you
me.
sure that Dave Portnoy couldn't get hockey credentials
biggest
for
hockey fan in the world.
the Bruins? I mean, he's Mr. Bruin.
I'm sure he maybe could have, but I'm not I got to hold back the fort over here.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Interesting
I
thought.
do that well for you, right?
That's right. Fuck him. That's the ultimate loser
No,
right
Tommy,
there.
you look great. I like your new jeans that you've been
Well,
rolling
they've
out.
had about a year and a half. but
Okay,
thank
well, they're
you.
new to me.
Okay.
You look like you trimmed down a little bit. You shed some pounds.
Have I actually?
Yeah,
I've
you
been
actually
having-
do. You did get a little chunky there.
I've been
for a
having
minute.
stomach issues, which has been just really a
That's
nice
the
diet.
best.
Yeah.
Getting sick is the
Spit
best
in
way
my
to get
mouth
healthy.
after this, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, it's not like contagious. Like it's a
do you know?
interior. I know.
know
I
if
have
you'll
acid
spit in my
reflux. I have a hernia too. It's
If
like
I asked
serious
you to
stuff.
spit in my
Yeah, a
mouth, you
hernia.
wouldn't spit
Yeah,
in
I
my
think
mouth?
so. Minor
From what?
hernia. It's like right here, which it makes the acid go down right into the stomach.
Wait a minute. You have a hernia in the front?
Usually
I
it's
think
like
it's called a
here,
hernia.
right? Usually
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
right there. Right?
Yeah.
No,
right.
it's like in my chest
Oh,
between my
that's right.
tits.
You have
Okay.
acid reflex.
Yeah.
I do
Those
have
are old
acid
people.
reflux.
You have old people
I
problems.
love
Tommy's
Tommy.
a 65-year-old Jewish man trapped in a 22-year-old.
No,
person's
Tommy,
body.
we always joke, like, if it was 100 years ago, Tommy he would have been a little baby coffin. He would have been 4
Well,
years
yeah,
old.
no
He would have
doubt.
died from, like,
They would have done. You know when they take those black and white pictures where the baby looks like they're still alive, but it's a dead body. They dress it up and it just sits there. That would be Tommy.
He
Dead
would
body
not have
Tommy.
made it past his first, like, common cold.
That's why it's so funny that he loves Survivor. He would last 25 seconds on that
Oh,
island.
but he plays a mental game.
I do
He's
play
the
mental.
You
I
wouldn't
don't
get to
like.
the mental game.
I
You
don't
would
like
have a Tommy
sand.
worm or
I
something
think
right
Tommy-
away.
No, but Tommy has watched so much Survivor that I would trust him. He is truly an expert on it.
I would probably come in 4th because I would not be able to win the last challenge. I'd be such a threat that nobody would want to take me to the end.
I just don't you think like the first day that you're sunburned and tired and like bit by
Yeah.
mosquitoes, you'd be
I
like,
don't
I'm
like
out of here.
sand or bugs or when
Yeah,
it's too
well,
sunny out.
yeah.
Those are 3
So,
of my pet peeves.
Those are pretty
Island
important
is
pieces of
perfect
living on an
for you.
island.
But
Yeah.
other than that, I mean, nobody's dying out there. You got old people and fatzos out there all the time, so
Yeah.
I can handle it.
Fatsos.
See,
I
that's
love
the
that
kind of
term.
behavior that's going to get you voted off.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna
Old
say, I'll say
people
that to
and
the camera.
fatzos.
I'm not going to say that to the people.
I feel like now we've made it a Tommy rundown. And I don't.
Now you
No,
want to
back
Stole
to
your
back
shine.
Little-
Fuck.
little too
All right,
much?
Tommy,
Yeah.
forget
All right,
you.
you selfish
Great
prick.
shirt today.
Lay off. Yeah.
I'm
I
trying
mean,
to find the balance.
Right, no,
What do you want me to do?
I've got color, and Tommy's like trying to blend in with some sort of wall. I don't,
You are like a 50 Shades of Grey thing here.
So
I
the
wear a
Radiance
lot
of
of
Grey.
USSR guy playing a low key spy. I don't know.
Like,
Yeah.
like nice
Tommy,
pants
you'd
are
make
like
a great-
gunmetal gray.
Yeah, you make a great recliner right now.
Let's start things off. Game of Thrones is obviously all anybody's talking about. Maisie Williams, the actress who plays Arya. Arya had a sex scene in the last episode. Shocked America. Most people, exactly what Dan just did. Ugh. I think the
Yeah.
problem is, I know she's 22. I know she's an adult. If she did a new movie today, right now, and she had sex, it would be like weird, but it'd be like, okay. But it was
Right.
the same character. That
Correct.
same girl that we watched playing with the wolves when she was like 10 is now having sex, and there's no differentiation.
She never like Sansa grew up.
Yeah.
She
Arya
never.
looks
It
like
feels.
the same.
Yeah, she looks kind of the same. Like
Yep.
you know, like oh well, she's a lot older, but like the dress is kind of the same, and it was just too much.
See, I had so much respect for her as an actor that I had no
Oh,
problem
that
with
was
it.
nice of you
Craft.
to use that.
I
Not
always,
actress.
I know, I don't even say waitress anymore.
Really?
Just server.
Just
What
yeah.
about
I
a
say,
stewardess?
Bitch, come over.
Nice, that was good.
More
That
ice
was
tea.
fucking good.
No, fuck her, right? So what? Here's the big question I have: if Maisie Williams, it was revealed that she had a sex tape leaked tomorrow, would you
Whoa.
watch it?
Whoa. That's a heavy question, my friend.
Well,
Yeah.
even Maisie, the reason this is on the rundown, even Maisie thought that the sex scene was a joke. Sophie Turner gave her the script, and she thought Sophie Turner was fucking with her. Like, there's no way they wrote this sex scene in. So even she was surprised. She also had a tweet that said, if you're uncomfortable, just think, my mom, my dad, my aunt, my uncle, my 4 brothers, and like everyone in my family watched that. So it
but
gets a
doesn't
lot
she get
worse.
like a mil an episode?
No, she gets 175 grand.
What? Tell
It's
you what,
500
that
grand
glass ceiling.
for Jon, Dany, Cersei, Jaime, and Tyrion, and then their drop off is Sansa.
That's kind
her
of bullshit.
and Bran gets 175.
Wow.
They really don't make that much. I mean, Friends used to make like $1 million, you know.
Oh, I mean,
But-
Friends money was just insane.
Right. I mean, the difference
Yeah.
is, the Game of Thrones premiere had 17 million people, and like the
I told you
premiere
this.
the premiere of Roseanne had like
27
20.
million, yeah.
So like it's still just a lot smaller than you think. But your point, I mean, I'll watch anybody's sex tape that's of age, but whether I enjoy it is the question.
Got
Like
it.
I have morbid curiosity. I'll watch fucking Big Ed's sex tape, but I'm not gonna be like into it.
Let me ask you this question, because this is kind of related. Who in the Game of Thrones cast will not be able to shed their character? Like George has always
gonna
been
be
George
typecast?
from
Yeah,
Seinfeld.
right.
It's like it just ruins it for life.
Dude, I saw Theon or Reek in one of the John Wick movies, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
That'll be a tough one.
And I was like, what the fuck? Why? It's not even a good role. It's like
Right.
a small role. It's like, I mean, what's the point,
Yeah,
dude?
So who do you think is the?
Who are you kidding?
Who's the
think,
one?
I think Jon Snow is going to get a look at some things,
He's
but I don't
he's
think
very
he's
short, right?
super short, 5'8". But everyone in Hollywood
Danny's
is.
fine because she won't have the blonde hair.
Yep, she'll look
And same with
different.
Sansa, she doesn't have the red hair.
And Sansa has grown up too. Cersei has been in other movies, but basically the same role. She's done the 300 movies, where
Yeah.
it's like you're a queen basically. I think she is all right though. I think Jon Snow will get chances, but he will be Jon Snow.
He was in that tennis spoof with
Andy Samberg?
Samberg,
Yeah.
7 Days in Hell. That was really funny, but I didn't think he was great.
I mean, everyone. I will say for him, people do know his name is Kit Harington.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't even know the names of the people who are typecast.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
know the character. But I just look, unless he totally changes his look, cut his hair, do whatever, which you can do. I think if he has that same look,
It's always
to him,
just
gonna be tough.
fascinating to me, like which one of these people.
It's fucked.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the peak.
Yeah.
We're watching their
And
peak.
to be honest, I mean, if you're one of these people making 175 grand, you're not like set for life.
No.
Right.
You know, it's not like you're caking it.
I will say Nicholas Coster-Waldau will
yeah.
be fine.
Oh, what's
he's
that? The Denmark guy?
No,
or whatever?
Yeah, Jamie.
Yeah.
Because for one, he doesn't actually have a British accent in real life.
He's also got an awesome jawline.
He's so handsome. He did that movie that was in Danish. It was called like.
You watched it?
It was about hunting people. He was
watched
an
it?
assassin. Yeah, it was incredible.
Dude,
I
Shot
normally-
Caller. Watch the movie Shot Caller. He's a normal suburban dude. He goes to dinner with his friends. He has a few glasses of wine, and he crashes the car on the way home driving buzzed, and somebody dies. So he has to go to prison for it. And then it's like kill or be killed, and he becomes like he breaks bad.
that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's gonna work.
How long was the
awesome.
Danish movie?
Probably an hour and a half.
Okay.
Normally, I'm not a big subtitle guy,
Yeah.
but
well,
it
I
was
watch
okay.
subtitles with everything, but
Yeah.
We didn't do that last episode. Did you notice that?
it's hard.
Yeah, first episode, me and Clem turned it on here, and we were like, all right, the old guys are here. We're putting on the subtitles.
Yeah.
The second episode, we didn't, and then I didn't want to interrupt in the middle of it, so I need Game of Thrones
Oh,
subtitles.
yeah. I need
can't
everything
do it without.
subtitles.
Yeah, me too.
I have
everything but sports.
I have an even bigger problem, which is that when I turn the lights off in my apartment, my TV auto formats to like there's no light on, so it's going to dim the screen.
Can't see shit.
I can't see what's
Yeah,
happening
yeah.
on that
When
television.
it
If
goes
there
dark.
is a hint of glare
Yep.
from a candle,
Yep.
six blocks yonder, I can't see what's happening in any of it. It's all caves.
You got to get a
That's
new TV.
brutal,
Fucking-
dude.
yeah.
TVs
I'm
are like
sorry.
$500. What are you poor?
It is a good TV. I just got it. I don't know how to turn
It's
that
a really
setting
good
off.
TV. It auto formats.
Sound off in the comments section about how to turn off that setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
Nick-
just turn the brightness up?
I don't want to mess with it. Once the episode starts, it's too late. And I never remember beforehand.
These are-
Remind Francis tonight to change
Here we
the
go.
brightness on his
Yeah.
TV.
Nicolas Cage, he got married in Las Vegas, annulled after 4 days. He said, I was so drunk I didn't know what was going on. As most, two things, as most Vegas marriages will occur, and as most, like, any Nick Cage happenings will occur.
Correct.
He was so drunk he didn't know what was going on.
Correct.
Like, I woke up and I bought, like, a dinosaur fossil for $500,000. Whoops, forgot that I did that,
Right.
blacked out, now I'm broke. That's Nick Cage in a nutshell.
Thank God Nick Cage hasn't been canceled. That would be heartbreaking.
Or, thank God he's alive.
Yeah, thank God he's alive.
Yeah.
But also, like, wouldn't you, if you made a list of like everyone when everyone was getting canceled? Like, I'm not saying. I don't even think it would be for a regular thing. It wouldn't be like Nick Cage showed his dick. It'd be like Nick Cage made me hold one of his like skulls. You know what I mean?
Or like
I
he did
felt
something with
very
like an exotic
uncomfortable.
animal.
He made
or
me,
something,
he
like-
made me drink a fetus smoothie.
Yeah, he
for
made
breakfast.
Yeah, he made me talk to a spirit that he like summoned from his pyramid. Some shit like that. Like I felt like I couldn't leave the room. Nick Cage canceled.
I think that if anything, he's just kind of sticks to himself though.
Yeah.
He just wants to like buy his artifacts and like pretend that he's like a wizard or whatever the fuck he does.
Pretend?
And stays.
Oh, he is.
Is he climbing out of bankruptcy? I mean, if you go to that heading on your on-demand on rentals and it's like still in theaters, which means it's not actually
Trash.
in theaters,
Yeah.
it just never went.
Yeah.
It is all Nick Cage
Yeah.
movies.
Well, he says yes. He has to pay off all of his like crazy purchases.
Yeah,
so he does not turn down movie roles. He does them
Right.
all.
Right.
But bankruptcy is always a relative term in the Hollywood world. It's
Right,
like, what does
wasn't
that
50
mean?
Cent
You're not
bankrupt
Yeah.
for a
It's
minute?
like, come on, you made $400 million from
I
Vitamin
feel
Water,
like
you're not
rich
canceled.
people,
You're not bankrupt.
they just do the bankruptcy to make more money.
Yeah, it's like the
like a
business
fucking,
bankruptcy.
it's a,
Like
it's a
Trump.
strategy.
Yeah.
It's a chess move on the board.
Sure is.
Yep.
Nick Cage has two great movies about Las Vegas. Speaking of his wedding there, one
Okay.
is Leaving Las Vegas, for which he won the best Oscar,
Yeah.
Best Actor Oscar.
He won that?
Yeah,
Wow. I did
which
not know he had an Oscar.
Stunning, right?
Yeah.
You would not have thought.
Con Air's the other
Lead
one?
actor?
No,
I thought they
is
landed,
that based
didn't they
out of-
land in the desert? Was that outside Las Vegas?
It could be. Most
Okay.
of that movie's on the plane. Though,
Yeah,
I
but when
think.
they land,
I don't know about the
remember?
airspace though.
he just goes in that like little girl's backyard.
Yeah, when
I'll be
Steve
honest with
Buscemi.
you. I've actually never seen the movie,
Okay,
so I don't know why I'm
Oh, okay,
arguing
so you
with
should kill yourself.
So it wasn't maybe
that is- I
Vegas,
think
but
about
it
it
was the desert, and I'm gonna say it
Poor
was
timing on that
Nevada.
joke.
Yeah.
There's one other movie though.
Okay.
With Robert Redford, and it's where Robert Redford offers him $1 million to sleep with his wife.
Brewster's
Decent
Million.
proposal, right?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, but that's
no,
not Nick
that's
Cage,
not
is
Nick
it?
Cage.
That's
Brewster's
Michael
Million?
Douglas and. Yeah, but Nick Cage is not in that.
Oh, I'm thinking of no, I don't know what
Lethal
the name
Weapon?
of it is. No, I know that one. He's
Okay.
not in that.
What is it?
Next.
The movie Next. He's in Vegas.
Next?
Vegas performer.
Is he?
Whoa.
He can see the future in Next.
Hubs, why are you
How
wearing
bright
your
is that?
in-ear headphones? What's
He's
going
like-
on
he's
right
like-
now?
We got a lot of
Just
people who
got
do that. Pete does that. He's a fuck.
That's cool.
He's a fuck.
he is.
What's the one where Nicolas Cage Raising Arizona?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that's Arizona.
That's in
That's
Arizona,
not
not
Las
Nevada.
Vegas.
Is that not Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think
Las Vegas is not in Arizona, so.
Similar,
maybe it
though.
goes to Las
Close.
Vegas.
Similar.
One of
Swingers.
those four
Not in that.
corner
Close
states,
enough.
right?
He
Yes.
could have been. That's one of those Nicolas Cage. Like you could see Nicolas Cage being Vince Vaughn's character in Swingers.
I could see that. He
I
could
bet
have
you there's a
done
lot
that.
of those in Hollywood. Like this was originally written for Nick Cage,
He was
but he was
supposed
on
to
like
be
a bender
Superman.
and like yeah.
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 They didn't they do like a remake where he
There's
actually
like a
played
whole
it?
list of things that he basically he was supposed to be Tom Hanks' character in Saving Private Ryan.
And
But at
Castaway.
the end of the day,
Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump. He was supposed
and
to be
then
Forrest Gump.
Neo in The Matrix as
Yes, yes.
well. Right.
I made up half of those.
Me too.
You go Google.
I got the joke. I was jumping on.
yeah, he's in it too.
It was fun.
Not joking. National Treasure is maybe
National
Best Movie of all time.
Treasure.
It's
The name
National
says it
Treasure
all.
1 and 2. Like I cannot believe they haven't funded National Treasure 3. It would make $1 billion.
Right?
You know who Nick Cage is? He's Ben Stiller's character from Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name again? Tug Speedman? No, that's the agent.
We don't know our
Are you talking about
movies.
the guy who does blackface?
No, that's
No,
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert
Got
Downey
it.
Jr., who was in Iron Man.
Yes.
Tug Speedman, yeah.
Tug Speedman?
Yeah.
We
Cool.
are moving on to the next topic.
Yeah.
It's brought to you by Robinhood. Get a free stock like Apple or Ford or Sprint to help you build your portfolio when you go to rundown.robinhood.com. It's the investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, crypto, any investments you can buy and sell. Robinhood's on it. All commission free. They don't take a rip off anything. You don't have to worry about any sort of fees, any transaction fees. They let you keep all your profits. A bunch of us here have it and use it. It's good for if you don't have, no minimum investment. You don't have to carry a certain amount in your account. It's the common man investment app. It's Robinhood. Go to rundown.robinhood.com. Odell Beckham up to his old tricks. He's going hard on Twitter last night. The reports are that him and Gettleman were mixing it up.
Yeah, they released a video of Eli throwing to all his receivers, and then someone commented like, "You didn't see this when Odell was there," and essentially Odell, his premise was like, "Yeah, I had a lot of money, but we sucked, and it's not fun when you suck," which I think is fair. But Odell is like, he's kind of like Antonio Brown now, where he's tweeting a lot about how happy he is, and if you're
Which is
tweeting
a
about how
surefire
happy
front.
you are,
Yeah.
it's usually not the case.
I mean,
You just digested all
That was a
and-
sports thing. I was like, this isn't my turn.
Odell is going to do this, and it's one thing. With the Giants, he at least could point to I've had 3 or 4 legendary seasons with you. I don't think Browns fans are going to really care just yet because they also haven't had 4 years of his nonsense.
Right.
But when you don't have anything to point back on, like if he keeps up antics before he's performed for the Browns, I wonder if Cleveland fans will turn on him or if
Yeah.
they'll just be like, whatever, we're happy that we got him on a low, we bought him low, so fuck it.
The only thing I'll say in Odell's defense is he is not Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown was on a good team and seemed to just be kind of going crazy all the time. Odell Beckham, his premise makes sense. We stunk, and I'm passionate about winning. I don't know. Tommy.
And
what
what
do you
his
think?
drawbacks, Antonio Brown was fucking sewer bombing his own team and
Right.
blowing it up from the inside. Odell Beckham was I danced on social media or I got frustrated on the
Or
sideline.
I did a little cocaine in Paris.
No big deal.
Yeah.
He was way worse, Brown, but I'm now spinning it into. So when we first traded Odell, I was like, how could you even compare him to Antonio Brown? Now that he's gone, I'm starting to spin it into this is why we got rid of him. He's a cancer. Look at what he's doing on Twitter.
Got it.
So,
But you agree
Respect
though
that.
that Odell, he was not the he was just.
He was
I
pa-
feel like
he was
he always
very
passionate
passionate.
about winning.
yes, he never sat out of practices and
No, he
refused
would,
to play
he
in
would
games
take
like
punts.
Antonio
He
Brown.
wanted to
Right.
return kicks.
Yeah, he
Eli
wanted to play
would
more.
frustrate anyone.
I mean, he
Good
did
job,
have the
Fran.
interview
I'm
with
glad I made that
Josina
point.
Anderson sort of for no reason.
Are you, Tommy? The draft's on Thursday. Are you prepared that the Giants are not going to take a quarterback now?
Well, I would rather not take a quarterback than take Daniel Jones at 6.
Oh,
That's
so
so funny.
you're into. Well, I'd agree with
well,
that.
Eli has
What about
one
Dwayne
ring
Haskins?
left
You
in
think
him.
someone's
I would
gonna
like
trade
Dwayne
up?
Haskins, but I don't think they're
I
gonna get
think they're just going to be like Eli for another 20 years. Who
I think
cares?
and again, I'm spinning myself into. I'm calling him 3 Eli now because he's got one ring left.
Do you guys think that OBJ?
Kevin's face.
I mean, that was
Throwing the ball better than he ever
semi-serious. So
has.
that's
Three
scary.
line.
I mean, you guys, I feel like they're ready to just let him ride until Trevor Lawrence is available. I feel like they're just going to
But
try
the problem
to
is they're
tank
going to
forever.
win 6 or 7 games that year and not have the number 1 pick probably.
Yeah, that's the worst you can do.
Yep. Cool.
Last topic here, the Coachella
Oh, good.
puppy dumpster girl.
Yeah.
She threw out a bag of puppies, and thank God they caught her on fucking camera. They arrested her. They went to her house. She has 38 other dogs in her house. I think we should Kim Jong-un her and feed her to those dogs.
What's her connection to Coachella?
It was the dumpster was at Coachella,
Okay, because that's like
in the parking lot or some
you
shit.
took
right?
something that everyone on the internet is already like, fuck these kids having fun in the desert or wherever the fuck it is. And then you add dogs.
Yeah, dog killers.
Yeah, she's pretty
Now, by the way,
much
all the
number
dogs were
one
fine.
most hated.
All the dogs in the dumpster were fine. All the dogs from the house, I'm sure, have been taken to safety or whatever. I think we should let those dogs get nice and hungry and throw her into a cage.
Yeah.
Cover her up in peanut butter and let them eat her.
You know, I have a lot of friends that go to Coachella.
Sure
I'm
you do.
sure
I know a
you do.
lot of people that go to it,
Yep.
and I don't like them. And the whole
Do
point
you
of
say their names?
they'd probably want me to put their handles up.
Okay, yeah, put it up there.
We'll do a little third
I'll tweet about it. You know.
Who you hate
Yeah.
from Coachella.
Yeah.
from Coachella?
Ironically, a lot of them were at my birthday party too. Yeah.
Well, they have clout.
They do. You gotta have. Sometimes you have to suck it up. You know. You need people to move the needle.
Clout goes
the
over
whole-
personal relationships.
That's right. The whole point of Coachella is to have your picture taken in front of the Ferris wheel, wearing your strange Native American garb that you've chosen from
flower crown.
Yeah.
You
all these-
spent like $3,000 on, but it looks like it's 50.
Yes, exactly. And everybody wants their picture to go viral except this woman.
The last girl at Coachella who wanted to be seen.
Yeah.
The only girl.
Dumpster trucker.
That, I mean,
Whatever.
Dumpster
that
Debbie.
is.
Dumpster Debbie.
That, honestly, if there was footage of that girl, like physically beating the shit out of someone, it would be way better.
Yeah.
I would go as far to say there could be footage of her killing someone.
Yeah.
That would go over better than you throwing a
don't-
bag of puppies in a dumpster.
You don't fuck with like the internet is a fucked up place. Everyone's got different political views, sports teams. Everyone's a troll. Everyone hates each other. It's
One
toxic.
constant.
Two constants. Darren Ravel's a nerd. Don't fuck with dogs.
I was gonna say the only way this could have been worse is if she was in blackface while she did it.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be the double whammy.
Well, here's my question, right?
boy, here we go.
Let's say that there are like, I don't know, 8 puppies in the bag. At what point, why is she saying, well, I've got 38,
Yeah, I
but
agree.
you know, 46.
40, I think,
I
is
draw
the
the
number.
line.
Why, if you're a dog hoarder, what's up with why? Unless you're gonna do it in installments, like I'll come back for 8 more. It's hard to move 38 dogs at a time.
If you have more than 3 of any animal, I think it's like
You're a freak.
everyone that you add, you're like infinitely crazier.
Well, here's what, are you talking about different species or
No,
all the same species?
Even if you have if you have 4 dogs.
If you have 4 dogs, that's a lot. That's
a lot.
too many dogs,
Crazy.
and I love dogs.
We
I've
had
always
4
said this.
as a kid.
You had 4?
We
did?
had 4.
But you lived
We
in
had a
the
lot of
woods.
land.
You
We
lived
had
in
a lot
the
of
woods.
land.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
that's a
could
little
let 'em
different.
You have like a
Waterfront.
Those are
farm.
working
They could
dogs.
swim. They were.
Yeah,
They were.
I'm talking about like if you live in an
We had a lot of land.
apartment
Yep.
or like a city setting, and you're like, "Yup, I have 6 dogs."
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
What?
crazy.
You got to be like a breeder or
Yeah.
something.
Humane.
I think if you have anything other, personally, I would say a dog. I'll give you cats though. Cats are a prevalent pet. I think if you have any pets other than a dog or a cat, you're a weirdo. Marty with his bird, total fucking lunatic.
Yeah. Well,
People
yeah,
who have like snakes
We had
and
a snake.
reptiles.
We had a
What?
ball
You live in a
python.
fucking
you,
zoo,
dude.
man.
I loved it.
People who have like
Snake
rodents.
people cannot be trusted. I'm very much on the record. If you're a
ever
snake
watch it?
person, I mean
like
that's
a-
why
like-
you
like
can't
a-
be trusted.
like a boa constrictor?
we
Like a
had
6 foot?
ball python.
I,
You ever watch a ball python eat a mouse?
no.
Oh,
This is why you're a psycho.
This is
Francis.
why.
It's good
this is,
stuff.
This is
This
how
is why
white
it's
people
really
die.
good
You're
stuff.
so lucky you're alive.
you know, cable wasn't great back then, and I would get a mouse every 2 weeks and I
Oh
would drop
my
it
God!
in
See, this is
to
why
the
you're
cage.
a psycho.
The-
What about fish?
Did
Fish
you
are
really?
okay.
Yeah.
But fishes are like a decoration in my mind.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like
They're
an
very
aquarium
pet- you
looks
can't
cool.
pet 'em.
Yeah.
If you have a pet that's like chinchilla,
Tommy had a ferret growing up.
A what?
Not
Tommy
true.
did.
A ferret?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Not
mean, of
true.
course.
Explains
Maybe
a
not
lot.
true.
Yeah, I mean, he's such a
Explains a lot.
ferret kid.
Just not
Right.
true at all.
He, you know what?
You're probably
I-
allergic to it too.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Probably. Just
But he's
not
like,
true.
Mom,
Yeah.
I love my ferret.
Yeah.
I
It's
can
not-
on my bed.
Had him
Yeah,
with
and, like,
rubber
claws
gloves
up,
on.
it's
Come
like
in
Rubber
with his-
gloves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his face was all like in
Takes it for
hives.
walks.
mask.
He's like, oh, I was
An
kissing
asthma
my
mask.
ferret last
Takes
night.
it
Yeah.
takes it for
Isn't
walks.
true.
Pushed
So-
around a lot.
Yeah, no, I
your
can
ferret.
definitely see that.
Just isn't true. I don't know what
Tries
else.
to impress the girls with it. Like, you want to see my ferret at home? No, you sick fuck.
Oh man.
Did not have a ferret.
We had guinea pigs.
See, that's weird
You-
to me.
you
We had a
put
lot
them
of
on
guinea
your
pigs.
rats.
What's that?
Did you ever
No,
put
those
them
are
on your
gerbils.
ass?
Those
No.
are
Gerbils.
Yeah.
Can-
Richard Gere?
Yeah, can
Yeah.
I still have never understood even.
Richard
I don't
Gere
even
put a
get
gerbil up his
that.
ass.
What is that? Like, why do you do that?
Chew out the hemorrhoids, maybe? Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, if you can get
I
gerbil
do
in your
not
ass,
know. I have never put a gerbil up my ass.
Nor have I.
Yet.
Nor have I.
Right.
Yet.
I'll never say never's a long time.
Yeah.
Remember that.
When you're 80, I don't know. Put whatever you want in there.
Gerbil
Whatever.
there.
Yeah.
All right,
Fuck,
that's it.
man, we've
The
been
big
all over
news
the
of the
place this
day.
That was great. Covered a lot.
Mike Francesa, Dave is on a quest to get Francesa to do a pizza review. Mike talked about it on his show. Then Dave called the show. Then Mike tweeted. Then Dave tweeted at him. Then Mike responded. I mean, this is gonna happen.
Of course it is.
But I really hope that Mike makes him sweat. I would like it to, I want
Yeah.
Dave to chase. I want Mike to play the whole like, of course you want me. and I want it to be because it's like it's a storyline, and once it happens, it's over.
Yeah, but you can. So you're obviously a diehard Francesa fan, Mongo, right? And this
Mongo
kind of
Nation.
sucks because it's like Dave is gonna.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that.
But
but-
here's your spin zone. Francesa's not number one anymore.
Yes, he is.
Michael K's number one.
No, he's not. Now you're trolling.
I mean, I read the.
Now you're just trolling.
I heard
Okay.
his
New York
numbers
Post.
have fallen.
I read the New York
trolling.
Post.
You're trolling.
Michael K is number one.
Okay, you're trolling.
Is that not true,
It's
Tommy?
not true. You're trolling.
You have to add up streams, different streams.
I just wanted you to say that because that's his thing. Like, you gotta add up all the numbers.
Son of a bitch.
But
You
this
do.
is a good thing because
it is.
Mike,
I mean, I
because
can- I
Dave's
can
getting
put
number
aside-
2, not number 1.
I'll put aside my Dave differences to have Francesa get in the Barstool mix like that is just good for business for everybody. And the
Yes.
fact that he was on the air with Mike, and Mike just said to his face how stupid of an idea pizza reviews are. He's
Pizza.
like, this is I would be
How do you know I
bored to
eat
tears.
pizza?
That was great too, claiming like maybe I don't even eat pizza. It's like maybe I don't even drink water. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I don't breathe air.
in one sentence, he effectively dismissed all
Everything that Dave does.
Not only
Yes.
that, but like everything that Stoolies love
Yeah,
about this
100%.
place.
Yep.
He completely. It was the
He just
simplest.
eradicated.
Yeah.
And the way Dave was like, I think this, I think that, we'd be a good team, people would love it, we get 1 million views. As soon as Dave stopped talking, no thanks.
No
Like
thanks.
Dave even
Who
goes,
cares
that's
about
it
pizza?"
already? Like
Yeah,
immediate?
yeah. I
No
mean, he was like, well, if you watch the pizza reviews, you know,
When
you're
he
going
went into-
to get a life.
He's like, I get it. People like pizza. But I would say more people eat pizza than they do burgers.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable.
Got better things to
the
do with
king of
your life.
unintentional comedy. I just need him to be. I know that he's going to be like, you said 1 bite and you had 9 bites. Why you took 9 bites? You said only 1. I don't get it.
When is he going to retire again?
I
Now that he's number 2.
don't think.
I don't like Michael K's face.
Troll cat.
Yeah, I mean, this is.
And
very-
I mean,
this is
Rosenberg
peak
being on
troll
that
cat.
show is
It's
just.
the worst.
It's just like, and when he had the nerve to like get in the mix and start chirping at Francesa, no matter what you could say about Francesa, yeah, he's like
Yeah,
getting
Pete
older, he's going
Rosenberg don't
senile.
give a fuck.
Rosenberg should not be fucking the one talking about it.
No, I
Take
am
him out.
trolling. I do like Francis. I mean, when A-Rod and I interviewed him, like I remember I came back, I was like, I get it.
Yeah,
like
he's got that
He's
undeniable
got something
it
about him.
factor.
It's like just keep talking. to me.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll listen.
So I think that the fact that I think he'll retire from the radio soon. He just launched this app. He's gonna do the app for a long time.
Yeah.
So I don't think Mike's going anywhere anytime
He's gonna
soon.
be ranting.
We
in
had
his
him on
basement.
our first ever show
That's
of
right.
Barstool Breakfast.
Yeah.
That's
Julie
right.
knew him.
JSB,
like, well.
Yeah.
Mike has an affinity for the female broadcasters. Hello, dear.
And I didn't know that bringing up the time he fell asleep was not a good idea.
did?
So I asked him about it.
And what did he say?
I don't think I knew
Hey,
this.
he was cool about it. I didn't know at the time that he hates answering those questions because he's been asked
Which
so many times.
is like he has Mike Francesa. The beauty of Mike Francesa is he doesn't know how the internet works.
Yeah.
And he doesn't understand that hating answering that question just makes it
people
better.
ask the question more.
Right. He plays
Like,
into the internet's
He,
hand.
everybody calls every single day with a Jason Giambi prank. They call up and they give this long-winded question that sounds real, and then like, why don't they trade for Jason Giambi? And every time he just goes. If Mike had Jason Giambi on his show, it would be
Right.
the joke would end and it would be all-time moment, super viral,
Right.
the whole 9. But he just continues. The other day he threatened to release a caller's phone number.
Ooh, doxing.
He was like, you know what? Next time you do it, I'm releasing your number.
Hasn't
Like,
he done that before?
I mean, what would even happen?
Yeah. If it happened
my God.
here, that would be a problem.
A caller? Nobody would fucking do a thing.
Yeah,
If
maybe
I
not.
was just like, your number is 646-212,
no one-
it would be like maybe 1 or 2 people would
Yeah,
prank
like,
call
couple
you.
people
like
would
the
pick
losers
up
of the
on it.
losers.
Yeah.
You wait on this phone for 3 hours.
Which
say
I
that,
don't think is
release
true
your number.
anymore, right?
I mean, the other day it was he had been on the air for about 25 minutes, and he was like, "You waited for hours. You just got on the air." But
That's what happens when you're number 2.
Cool.
Mike, I apologize on behalf of Dan. See you soon on the pizza review. They're gonna do it at Saratoga. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a horse race sort of
Horses.
thing. Yeah.
Horses.
It's the most beautiful horse I've ever seen.